You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
We are now on air. Time for a total takeover.
It's finally here. Welcome to a new episode.
It's about to go down.
Peace and blessings, everybody. It's yours truly, Dan Adams, a.k.a. the Soulful Conservative, the DA, and the Prosecutor. Coming to you live once again from the Political Heat Remote Studios, a.k.a. my vehicle. And dun, 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 dun. It is November 13th, 2017. And this is the official return of the Political Heat with Dan Adams on War Radio. We are America Radio. That's right. The Political Heat is back, baby. Putting the Dan Adams Show on hiatus, maybe permanently. Who knows? But we're back at it with the Political Heat. And for those who have listened to my show years ago on War Radio, we're making a comeback, whether you like it or not. So as I said, it is Monday morning. Let me fix my camera just a shade for all my video watchers. Audio on speaker, you don't have to worry. Well, as you can see, I'm a little giddy this Monday morning. I don't know why, because I'm tired as all get out. I don't know about you, but it is approximately 7:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, headed into the 9 to 5, the place of employment. And if you're on your way as well, taking kids to school and things of that nature, sending a special shout out and a special prayer to you and yours that you arrive to your destinations safely. And let me say that word again, safely. Haven't had my coffee, y'all. You know how I get down when I haven't had my coffee yet. But I'm still going to bring you the brightest, the best, the most honest, yours truly, here on the Political Heat. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I want to talk about this situation in regards to the Democrats, okay? And this is kind of a continuation of what I spoke upon in regards to the Democrats falling all over each other with winning the governorship. Shoot, I just hit a pothole. Gosh darn it. The governorship. I didn't hit it that hard. The governorship, and I call it the governorship in Virginia, which is a blue state. New Jersey, which has always been a blue state until de facto 8 years ago, luckily became the governor, but he sucked, and I mean sucked so bad that it's a blue state again. And I shouldn't say we, they, meaning the GOP, lost some seats at the House state level in Virginia. So the Democrats want to go ahead and spike the football and go out there and have Hillary Clinton on several talk shows toasting the fact that Democrats won those 1.5, I should say, were already set in stone that it was going to happen. Kind of a little surprised in regards to, I'm not surprised about Jersey. Because the state that idiot left it in, I knew it was going to be a hard, and I mean difficult situation for that particular Republican candidate to win. And obviously, he didn't. Well, I want to go back to the Democrats spiking the football, Hillary Clinton going on talk shows, drinking, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, drink. You know that. People, it's grape juice. No. No. You know how Teflon Hillary gets down. So she's drinking to the fact of these minor victories. But we'll see how it goes down in 2018. Because if the Democrats keep going on the path that they're going in regards to continually, and I mean continually, diverting themselves from the American, and I mean the American dream, continually trying to segment, continually trying to disunify, continually trying to make the GOP out as the devil, continually not having any, and I mean any, ladies and gentlemen, any plan, any outlook of any kind in regards to America's future. All they have is, number one, race baiting. Number two, class warfare. Number three, continually attacking the GOP and making them out as the devil. Number four, whenever a crisis comes about, whenever a tragic incident comes about, they will make it about the GOP and their failure, whether it's gun control, whether it's immigration, whether it's the economy, whether it's anything. Nothing falls into their lap. Nothing. So, ladies and gentlemen, if they're going to continue to go down this path, and I look us into the camera for all my video individuals watching this, if they're going to continue to go down this path and not have a concrete, positive, actually bullet point by bullet point, not attacking anyone else, but what they have to offer in regards to America and America's future, then it's going to be another landslide in 2018 for the GOP. But if the GOP doesn't get their act together and come on board and support President Trump's agenda, then it may be a shock. It may be a totally rude awakening for the GOP in 2018. If you don't, and I'm going to continually say this, if you don't, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm talking to you, GOP, get on board. Remember that you signed off on a lot of the campaign promises that President Trump campaigned on, like repealing, replacing Obamacare, tax reform, building up our ailing, and I mean ailing, military, and many other things in regards to President Trump's agenda, which many of you are on board with, then you are going to see a revolt you haven't seen in a while. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm hoping that these idiots get their act together. And I'm hoping that the fire and vigor and downright grassroots activism that came about in the election in 2016 comes about in the midterm elections in 2018. Because right now, it's not Trump's fault that his agenda is not going forward. It's not Trump's fault that his legislation, that his judges, that his appointments aren't getting through. Obviously, there's going to be Democrat pushback. We all know this. That's all they do. But the GOP is not fighting for you and me. The GOP is not putting on the armor that is needed to go out there and fight for you and me. They are too scared. They are too frightened. They are too afraid to go out there and fight because they don't want to be labeled a racist. They don't want to be labeled an Islamophobic. They don't want to be labeled as whatever ick or ism that you can think of. They don't want to stand on the side of conservatism. They don't want to stand on the side of the truth. They don't want to stand on the side of biblical principles. They don't want to stand on the side of they so-called what they say their Christian faith, which should be guiding them in their decisions, which should be guiding them in regards to how they approach their daily life, which is political. Now, we have a situation down in Alabama with Judge Roy Moore and these allegations of sexual molestation, harassment, and things of that nature. And as the last post I put up on social media last night, and I'm paraphrasing, don't get it twisted with yours truly. If you have sexually raped, molested, harassed, assaulted in any form, then you need to be treated like the animal you are, no matter who you are, no matter what side of the aisle politically you're on. It doesn't matter. You need to be treated like the animal that you are. And if you did it, fess up to it, whether it was 5 years ago or 45 years ago. If you did it, fess up. Now, only got a few more minutes here before I have to end this particular broadcast of the Political Heat with Dan Adams. That's right, the Political Heat with Dan Adams on War Radio has returned. But you can still support yours truly at the links below. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to my man Wayne Dupree. I want to give a shout out to my man Hutch Bailey Jr. for holding it down the way that they do, for being in my corner like they have. Now, I want to give another shout out to all the individuals who have been supportive of me over the years, who have had my back. I sincerely, and I mean in the most sincere, the most humble way that I can, I am thanking you for your support. When those days where I just want to just give this up and not be the activist that I am, not be the individual that you know me to be, that you've known me to be, that you know who I am in regards to my Christian faith, my conservatism, and my downright being a warrior for the truth. Now, I'm a sinner. I am a sinner. I'll fall short of God's glory on a daily basis. But that doesn't mean that I am not going to be that warrior of spreading the gospel, that I'm not going to be that warrior of speaking the truth, that I'm not going to be that warrior on the front lines for you and yours. So as I wrap this particular section up of the Political Heat with yours truly, Dan Adams, you can hit me up on the normal links on social media. I'm at Dan Adams Show because it's so easy to say. I'm at Dan Adams Show on Facebook, Twitter, Gab, and Instagram. The website, The Political Heat. That's all one word, ladies and gentlemen. ThePoliticalHeat.com. Get the latest and greatest. Still looking for bloggers and writers. Get the word out. So until next time, may God continue to bless you and yours. May he keep you and your family safe. Until next time, God bless. Peace.
Hey, can I get some help here?
Yes, you. I'm talking to all of you. I need your help because I, just like many of you, am one of the millions of Americans who is all too familiar with cancer. I lost both my grandfathers and my uncle to cancer. My grandmother battled cancer 3 times in her lifetime, and my amazing mom, well, she's a 2-time cancer survivor. But there is certainly reason for hope. Due to earlier diagnosis and evolving research, the 5-year survival rates have increased for people living with cancer. One exciting area of cancer research today is the field of immuno-oncology, science that aims to work with the body's own immune system to help fight cancer. That's why I'm proud to be joining Bristol Myers Squibb and the cancer community to launch Ready, Raise, Rise, a program that educates about immuno-oncology research and encourages people to raise a flag for those we love affected by this horrible disease. On this website, you can create a personalized flag on behalf of yourself or a loved one touched by cancer and share it with your friends. You can also select a cancer organization you would like to receive a potential donation. The 3 groups with the most flags raised on their behalf will receive a charitable donation from Bristol Myers Squibb. By sharing your flag, you're making a difference by supporting loved ones, raising money for cancer groups, and educating about groundbreaking research. So please, join me. Let's raise our flags against cancer.
This poem is for the woman I love. I knew not what love was till you awoke within my heart. We are now together forever, never shall we part. I will track where you are, I'll decide whom you see. Remember, sweetheart, you belong only to me. So do what I say and don't do anything dumb, or I may have to hit you until you are numb. If you tell another soul, well, that will just make me mad. 'Cause I tolerate you, and for that you should be glad. There's one more feeling I must express to you, honey. Don't ever, ever let me catch you touching my money.
Some relationships are not as they appear. That's because domestic abuse is often hidden. Join the Women's Center and Shelter in the effort to end abuse early on and help us provide emergency sanctuary to those who most need your protection. To donate, visit the Women's Center and Shelter at wcscanhelp.org.
He says they've shown America a lot of respect. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
We really had a tremendous time, all of the leaders.
President Trump at a Southeast Asian nations summit where there was a moment of awkwardness you might have seen in photos online as leaders tried to lock hands in a chain.
We made a lot of big progress on trade. We have deficits with almost everybody. Those deficits are going to be cut very quickly and very substantially.
The president says he'll make a big trade announcement when he returns this week. While in the Philippines, he did meet with that nation's leader, Rodrigo Duterte, controversial for his deadly crackdown on drugs. The White House says they spoke briefly about human rights. President Trump's daughter and advisor, Ivanka, just told Fox.
Tax reform is a critical component of our plan to invigorate the economy.
House Republicans hope to pass their tax plan this week. The GOP and the Senate also working on a different version. Fox's Rachel Sutherland live in Washington.
Dave, the Senate Finance Committee will start work today on the tax plan as lawmakers rush to meet an ambitious Thanksgiving deadline. Some Republicans, including Jeff Flake of Arizona and James Lankford of Oklahoma, have expressed concern about adding to the nation's deficit. But Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania told NBC's Meet the Press the plan will actually reduce the debt.
Greater economic growth, a larger economy, and therefore more revenue to the federal government.
The House could vote on its plan by the end of this week. Dave.
Rachel, Democrats oppose both versions, saying some in the middle class will get a tax hike and millionaires and corporations will benefit the most. Roy Moore remains defiant. The Republican Alabama Senate candidate says he'll sue the Washington Post for the story a month before the election that he groped a 14-year-old girl decades ago.
Desperate to stop my political campaign.
Moore telling supporters in Huntsville last night it's a false and fake story trying to stop his campaign, but other Republicans have called on Moore to drop out of the race. This is Fox News, fair and balanced. It's up to 341 people dead in Iran and Iraq, rocked last night by a powerful earthquake. Several thousand other people have been injured. A week after the shooting spree at a church in Texas, 26 white chairs were lined up inside, a rose on each one, in a memorial to those murdered. And people were invited in to pay tribute after a church service that was held outside.
It was a solemn Sunday in Sutherland Springs.
We're not going to take this, what Satan meant for evil, and let it destroy us. We're going to come back bigger, better, and move forward.
Hundreds of worshipers gathering in a tent for the first service following the massacre. Pastor Frank Pomeroy, still reeling from the loss of his daughter, led his flock out of the darkness.
God allowed this, just as he allowed his son to die. Just as his son rose again, this church will rise again. My family will rise again, and Sutherland Springs will rise again.
Steve Rappaport, Fox News.
Shots fired last night at a concert in Atlanta. 2 people are dead. Police believe the gunman who fled and is still on the loose targeted those 2 victims and wounded 2 other people who were bystanders shot in their legs. A do-over for the jury considering if a Democratic U.S. Senator is guilty of corruption at a federal trial in New Jersey.
The jury's discussion of Senator Bob Menendez's fate resets today with a new juror. One woman, Evelyn Arroyo Maltsby, was replaced because of a prior commitment. But before leaving, she said she would have voted to acquit Menendez and co-defendant Solomon Melgen, saying gifts between them were due to their friendship. While Maltsby said she would vote not guilty, she told NorthJersey.com,
we have someone in there that just definitely don't want to hear it and saying he's guilty,
indicating a deadlock may be possible. Menendez thanked Maltsby for her service, adding he believes the new juror will hear the evidence and vote to acquit. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
On Wall Street, falling stock futures indicate selling at the opening bell. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News Radio.
Gernal Scott, Fox News.
On Wall Street, falling stock futures indicate selling at the opening bell. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News Radio.
Y'all ready for this? I don't think y'all ready for this. Hip hop, neo soul. Let it flow, let's go. Yeah, taking you past the fake and unreal. Broadcasting live from the city of steel. Digging deep down in the trenches, clearing pathways and leaping fences. My vertical leap undeniable, wavering from heathen to upright disciple. Redirecting traffic congestion, reaching for the elite, never settling. Pure adrenaline stampedes the mundane. Anticipation for the refrain, the hook, the line, the sinker. The most notable part you remember. Using this marketing tool to unveil. I'll win, I'll play, I'll last, I'll prevail. Defeat the negativity. Go ahead and repeat after me.
It's no surprise. Look into my eyes. Feel the rush from your simple time. Don't mind the pain. No one else to blame. Just lay it on me.
Elements of survival, purely tribal. Instinct, integrity leads to longevity. In the manner of speaking, I'm reaching all 4 points of the globe. Now behold, the dawning of a new era. On purpose, rugged on the surface. This dialect, a woven tapestry. Avoiding catastrophe like asteroids colliding. Meteors disintegrating. This lyrical source on course. Sizing up the competition. Time is of the essence. My presence is so critical. Evac procedures must be put in place. The chase isn't done till a winner is named. Melodic MC, now lay it on me, yeah.
It's no surprise. Look into my eyes. Feel the rush from your simple time. Don't mind the pain. No one else to blame. Just lay it on me. When we take the time, there's so much more for us to know. Let our minds explore. Just think of how the world could be. Relax, sit back, and we'll see. Our dreams can come alive. Build trust so that we can survive the storms that come. surprise.